Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a short kick, taking it about the 16.
All day, baby, let's go! Let's go!
First down and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
And Adams has it complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can.
Chris Johnson in a foot race, and they will not catch him. And touchdown. Chris Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns, but the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down.
15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Take you to school. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Deep rip. Deep rip.
From the gun, it's Manning. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 20. 25-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Ready to break.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go.
Hit it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a little floater there is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Chris Johnson, the running back. And it's second down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Screenplay, Johnson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Down. 10-2 saw.
3. Check. 43.
Look at me. Zipper.
Is a Mike.
Get it.
He'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
50,
ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Woo! Let's get it.
Ready.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Check 4.
Set, go.
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Set, go. 5.
They'll run on 1st down. Peyton, and he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
That's it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Set up. Shoot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Manning now to throw. And he can't get away. Manning goes down, and that is going to be a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it cost them 2 points.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay,
Good
ready?
starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. On the toss, here's Johnson. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence.